What's going on, everybody? Almost Counts Collectibles here, and in this video we're going to be checking out our first flea market haul of 2025. So let's go ahead and dive in all these bags and see what we got. All right, bag number one. Right here on top, I had to snag this. So this is from, let me double check this tag real quick. This is from 1994. This is an original Taz plushie. He's got his tongue sticking out. I mean, you can put your hand all the way up inside of his mouth here. That's pretty cool. His tongue is like this hard felt, or not his tongue, but beneath his tongue right here, the bottom of his mouth. And then he's got his tongue sticking out. Now, originally they wanted 10 bucks for this, but they actually took $5 for this. And it seems to be in pretty good shape. Now, I don't know if all of these little beads right here used to be his little whiskers and they just got cut off or whatever the case may be. But other than possibly those, he's in pretty good condition. He's not real dirty. I don't see any rips. Just a really cool Taz plushie that I had to add to the shelf. So we got a Taz. I'm going to set him back there. Then we got a little Sonic plushie. Now this was actually only $1, and I just couldn't pass it up for $1. Really cute little Sonic plushie there to set on the shelf. Getting way too many plushies in the collection, but that's okay. We'll find a spot for them. All right, then we got this little Togepi. Now this has got a Burger King tag on it, so it must have been a Burger King toy back in the day, but thought that was super cute. We had to grab that to put on the Pokemon shelf. These were like 25 cents a piece. We got this Luigi figure here with his flashlight. I don't know the date on this one. Let's see if I can see. It looks like in the 2020s, so it's fairly recent. He like spins and kind of goes back like that, but a cool little Luigi to stick on the Mario shelf. We got a little Rugrats wind-up. The wife had to get this for her Rugrats shelf. This is Susie, I believe her name was. So we got another Rugrats item to put on the shelf. We got a couple more items in here. So we have one of these like heavy, this is actually made out of metal, I believe. It's a keychain. These are fairly new, but this was only 50 cents. And I think these things sell for like $5 at least new. So we got a little Leonardo metal keychain here. And then the last thing in this bag is we got another one of these Burger King like animated Pokemon cards. I have a couple of these. I know I have Zapdos, I have Lugia. I might have another one, maybe Togepi. But we got Execute here from Pokemon the Movie 2000. So we got another Pokemon card. All right, bag number two. We got some media and some Pokemon cards, and I think there might be a CD or two in here. So I found one of the small boxed versions of Ferngully, The Last Rainforest on VHS. Really wanted to pick up a copy of Ferngully. And I didn't know that they made this in just the small box. I was just always looking for the larger clamshell, like Ferngully 2 that we have. But they had a small box version of this on Fox Video. So I grabbed a copy of Ferngully on VHS. Got an original Jungle to Jungle soundtrack for like, I think this was 50 cents. So picked that up, thought that was neat. I still need to get a copy of this movie, which I did enjoy, but I saw this soundtrack and there's just something about like these older movie soundtracks when I see them. I just got to pick them up for the collection. So got Jungle to Jungle. Got a sealed DVD of It's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown. So picked up a copy of that. Got a sealed DVD copy of both Never Ending Stories 1 and 2. Got a sealed copy of The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Got a DVD copy of The Simpsons Gone Wild. Looks like there's maybe about 4 episodes on here. Got this for the Simpsons collection. Thought that was really cool. Got a DVD of Goosebumps, Cry of the Cat. I got the 3 film collection of Austin Powers for 99 cents. All right, then we have a few more CDs in here. We actually got a Kids Bop 4. And it actually has some pretty cool songs on here. It's got, you know, Skater Boy, the anthem, just some cool stuff from back in the day. The CD is from 2003. This kind of stuff just reminds me of the 90s though. All right, then I got a copy of the original motion picture soundtrack for Batman Forever. Then they had the soundtrack for the original Shrek, so I picked that up. And then they had, at first I thought this was a soundtrack, but it looks like a video game. The Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring. Thought that was pretty cool. It's actually, it's got 2 CDs in there. All right, then my son had to snag these. So these are little, like, I don't know, 5 to 8 pack Pokemon card little decks, kind of. And on top, each one of these has a custom made, like, gold plated Pokemon card. So I'm just gonna go through these real quick. There's like over 20 of these, and show you guys the top card. The cards behind these are all like common and uncommons from just various sets, but I just want to show you some of these cool gold-plated cards. There's a Deoxys here, that was pretty cool. We got a Snorlax. We've got the 3 legendary birds, which is really neat. Got a Mew. I think I'm going to steal that one for my collection. We've got a Charizard. Zapdos, there's something on the cover of that. Articuno. We've got Pikachu. Just some, I mean, they just look really cool. Just really cool looking cards. They're not like really valuable or anything. Like I said, these are custom made cards. Here's another Charizard. But these were, there's a Flareon. These were less than $1 a piece. Got all, I think there's 21 or 22 of these little decks. Got Dragonite. Oh, there's another one behind Dragonite. These are taped shut at the top and it's like sticking. There's another Mew. Vulpix. Kingler. Just some really cool looking cards. That Arcnine's pretty cool. And then we got Pikachu here at the end. And then, like I said, there's cards behind those. But got all, I think there's 21, 22 there, I believe. Got those for like 15 bucks. All right, moving on to the next bag. Picked up this collector's pin set, still sealed in the package. Got that for like 2 bucks. One of my sons really loves Garfield. Got a couple books. So we got Pokemon Explore with Ash and Dawn. And another Rugrats item for my wife's shelf. Rugrats The Last Token. Little comic book style book there. Grabbed a couple VHS tapes from one of the vendors just because the boxes were in really good shape. So I got another copy of Speed. I already have one of these. Grabbed our first copy of Top Gun. And then, although I have both of these already, I grabbed another one just because this one had the lenticular cover for The Lost World. And you don't see that a lot. And the box was in really good shape. The same with the original Jurassic Park here. I have, I think, the letterbox version of this. This is the original, should be full screen. So grab 2 more Jurassic Park VHS tapes. All right, then to the side here, these were ripping out of the bag, but My oldest son loves to read. He's got a huge book collection, and one of those collections is Calvin and Hobbes. And these are like two of the like big books. They're pretty wide. They're over a foot wide. And this is The Days Are Just Packed. And then another one, It's a Magical World. And these were only 99 cents a piece. So couldn't pass those up because these books kind of are fairly expensive. Oh, there's one more item in this bag that I missed. Got this little, it's not a wind-up toy, but when you push it, Woodstock there at the top actually spins around. I'm trying to manipulate it with my finger, but can't really do it with one hand. But got that for my oldest. He loves Garfield, Snoopy, Peanuts, books, all kinds of little collector stuff like that. So grab that for him. All right, then last but not least, here to the side, I've got some more Disney VHSs. Saw another copy of The Emperor's New Groove in really good shape, and this is my favorite movie of all time. So I grabbed another one of these. These were all 50 cents. Got a copy of Hercules on VHS. Got Atlantis, The Lost Empire. Got Tom and Jerry. And then I got a copy of Mighty Joe Young. All right, so I'm gonna throw everything back in the shot here real quick, and we'll take one last look at everything we picked up from the flea market today. All right, so one last look at everything we got. We got some VHS tapes, some DVDs, to include a copy of The Lost World, Fern Gully, just a bunch of really cool VHS tapes. The Emperor's New Groove, once again, my favorite. Another Jurassic Park. We got some motion picture soundtracks, Batman Forever, Jungle to Jungle, Shrek. We got a Goosebumps DVD. We got our Rugrats book, our Pokemon book, Calvin and Hobbes books. We got one of those old Burger King Pokemon cards. We got the Garfield collector's pin. We got Taz plushie. We got a Sonic plushie. We got the stack of custom Pokemon cards. Just a bunch of really cool stuff. And all of this stuff was around $40. So not a bad haul at all from our first flea market of the year. Let me know what your guys' favorite thing was. And until next time, everybody, I will see you next video.